Welcome to Eagle Eye Broadcasting Daily Announcements with Michaela Pardon and Sabrina Fox. Today, September 29th, there's the Lions Club screening at the elementary school. A West Hill cross country invite at 4 p.m. The bus leaves at 2:30. And a JV varsity softball game, Home with Ord, and that's their senior parents' night. And a junior high C-team, JV, and varsity volleyball game at Ainsworth at 4:30. The junior high bus leaves at 2:30 p.m. and the high school leaves at 3:15 p.m.
For Friday, September 30th, there's Lions Club screening at the high school. Varsity football at Norfolk Catholic starting at 7 p.m. 30.
So be ready, Jason. You leave at 3:30 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Saturday, October 1st, is the Mid-State Softball Tourney at Pierce at 9 a.m. and the bus leaves at 6:45 a.m.
Ooh!
You ready for that?
Yeah, it's better than last week. We left at 5:45.
That's true.
Now for some other announcements. Eagle Eye Broadcasting is once again selling the O'Neill Athletics clothing line. Please fill out a form if you're interested.
And the form is on the announcements, or I'm sure you could talk to Mr. Peterson.
Is it on the O'Neill website too?
Is it on our website, Mr. Peterson?
The O'Neill website?
No. Just go to the announcements. They're on there for sure. The Ainsworth volleyball games, the junior high games at the Ainsworth Community Center. 7th B team followed by 7th A team, followed by the 8th grade B team and the 8th grade A team. So I didn't know they were splitting to 4 teams this year.
Me neither.
But the games start at 4:30, and the JV varsity games will be played at the high school. JV game at 5:30 will start with 1 set of C team, and then JV game, best 2 out of 3 with a 3rd set to 15. If this does not go 3 sets, then they would play a fourth set of C team, and then the varsity game will follow. So to clarify that, there would be a C team, 1 C team game, and then they'll play the JV game. And if it doesn't go into a 3rd set, they'll play another set of C team just to get playing time. And I'm not sure if they have enough girls, and that's why they're doing it that way.
If anyone is interested in a small softball t-shirt, see Mrs. Ludwig.
Students interested in signing up for the national anthem at the NSAA championship events should see Mr. Nick Costard soon. Entries are due by the NSAA by Friday, September 30th.
So that's tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you want to do that, get those in
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I heard
'cause
we
otherwise you can't.
do have some students doing that, so just a reminder to get those forms in by tomorrow. But that is all we have for the announcements, so I'll just leave Michaela here and Aurora will join her for the weather.
Welcome to your daily weather with Michaela and Aurora. In O'Neill right now, it's currently 40 degrees. There's a high of 71, a high of 70, and a low of 40. It's currently clear and sunny out.
Right now, as Michaela said, it's in the lower 40s, but as the day goes on, it's supposed to climb up into the 50s and then eventually the mid-60s, and by 2 p.m. it's supposed to be around 66 degrees. It looks like there's no chance of precipitation at all today, which is nice, and right now there's a 93% humidity, but that will go down as the day progresses as well.
For Friday, there looks like a little bit of clouds, but mostly sunny. There's a high of 71 and a low of 46.
And it looks like clear skies through the weekend, so
Looks like in the upper 70s for the weekend, so that'll be good. Now on to some national weather. U.S. winter forecast. Sprinkle snow to blast northeast. Freeze may damage citrus crop in south.
it will feel like an extended winter for those living from the northern plains to the eastern U.S. as cold and snowy conditions stretch into spring 2017.
Meanwhile, drier and milder weather will focus on the majority of the southern half of the nation. The southeast may mark the exception as a chilly January threatens to damage the region's citrus crop.
Frequent storms across the northern U.S. This winter may lead to an above normal season for snowfall.
I think the Northeast is going to see more than just a few, maybe several systems in the course of the season, AccuWeather long-range forecaster Paul Costello said.
Unlike the last season, in which most of the winter's snowfall came from a few heavy-hitting storms, this winter will last into the early or middle part of spring and will feature frequent snow events. Just read that. Let's get to it.
Overall, it's predicted that the region will total a below normal number of sub-zero days. Through the temperature will average 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit lower than last year.
Damaging freeze may threaten citrus crop in southeastern U.S.
Winter will slowly creep into the southeast this season as very mild air hangs on throughout the month of December.
The chill could spell disaster for the area's citrus farmers.
Cold air will once again retreat following January, and the threat is predicted to shift to severe weather. So now on to some this day in weather history. In Green Mountains, Vermont in 1991, snow flurries briefly whitened the ground in automobiles.
In the Gulf Coast in 1998, Hurricane Georges slammed ashore near Biloxi. Is that Minnesota? What? Mississippi. Wind gusts as high as 172 miles per hour. Numerous tornadoes touched down. 18.22 inches fell at Crespi, Florida.
In the Northeast in 1884, snow in New England and Pennsylvania mountains. So that's all we have today for your weather. We're going to kick it over to Cam and Al in the morning.
Welcome back. It's Cam and Al in the morning. That's Al.
That's Cam.
This week in Eagle Sports News, today our volleyball, both junior high and varsity,
Junior high, no.
and high school, will be going to Ainsworth to battle Ainsworth.
Starts at 5:30 C team, 6:30 JV, 7:30 varsity. You got a spiel from Sabrina about the whole deal, what they're gonna do. So
Yeah, it'll be fun. And then softball girls varsity against Ord, and then the Mid-State
seniors
Conference.
parents night,
Mid-State Conference golf varsity.
10 a.m.
So-
O'Neill Country Club. So if you can get down there, go support.
Yeah, exactly. And just a shout out to those softball girls, especially the seniors that are going to be playing their last
On
home
home
game tonight. So hopefully not too many tears are shed, but definitely
There
a
could
lot
be
of
some.
memories. We might have one in our own room shedding little tears right now.
Oh, I'm not.
No, she's not. Yeah, she is. Don't let her lie. But anyways,
Onto the
it's
picks.
Thursday, so you know what that means. It's a Thursday pick show. And this week we've kind of, I don't know, man, there hasn't been a lot going on. We haven't been very interesting. So today we're going to spice it up a little bit and throw some picks at you. What do you got for the first game?
Let's go Boys Town at Bishop Newman. Or is
I'm,
it-
yeah,
Wahoo Newman at Boys Town.
I'm probably going to go Wahoo Newman.
Me too.
They seem, they're, I don't know, they're a little more proven, I'd say.
Yeah.
Two teams that we've played already this year, Ord versus Boone
Boone
Central.
Central.
And Boone Central started out 2-0 and has dropped the last three. After,
I think Ord's gonna beat them.
I think Ord's going to beat them too. Ord's pretty tough. They're a pretty good football team. They've got a lot of talent and they're scrappy.
Let's
What
go
about
North Bend Central at Wahoo. North Bend's not terrible.
North Bend's not terrible. They got a couple good kids that know
But
how
then
to play some
again,
football.
Wahoo
But
is
Wahoo, number 2 in the state. I'm probably going to have to give them the upper hand.
Yeah.
That's just,
Definitely.
I don't know, that's just kind of a smart pick.
Yeah.
What about a Douglas County West at Arlington? Douglas County West lost their first game last week to Omaha Concordia, and Omaha Concordia is undefeated, so
Arlington's.
Arlington's not looking bad either. That's the thing.
I
They're
think
5-0.
I'm gonna go Arlington.
I'm gonna go Douglas County West, it's probably considered an upset because Arlington's playing some great football
It
right
is.
now.
They
So
are. So
That'll be a fun one.
Let's go one within our district. Pierce at Wayne.
Pierce at Wayne.
Does Pierce finally get a win?
Well, they're a tough team, and although Wayne's been playing, that's tough because Wayne's been playing really good, and Pierce is good. They just have had a really tough schedule.
Really tough schedule.
So, man, I got to give it to Pierce. I like the physicality, and I'm probably going to pick them to
I
get
will
their first
too.
win this week.
We need them to win.
Yeah.
We'll
So,
we'll both go Pierce on this one.
and then, what about? Are there any Saturday games, or there might even be? Who's St. Mary's play? Do you know?
D2.
Because within our own town, we've got St. Mary's. They might have a bye week this week, though.
Hold up.
Yep.
Elkhorn Valley.
Elkhorn Valley
I'll
at.
take St. Mary's.
I'm probably gonna go St. Mary's on that one.
What? No, it's Class B.
But
St. Mary's is gonna take care of the business again.
yeah,
Elkhorn Valley. So
I think they
mark
will.
our word.
And what about the most intriguing pick this week? O'Neill at Norfolk Catholic. Definitely going to be a good environment there. Norfolk Catholic, traditional
3-2.
team. O'Neill coming in 5-0. Norfolk Catholic's only lost to number 1 and number 2 in the state. So
Both out of
definitely,
Wahoo, Nebraska.
and both of them 14-7 against number 1 and 23-22 against number 2. And they 23-22 game,
They should have won.
Wahoo scored in like the last 40 seconds.
They should have won.
So definitely a good proven team. That 3-2 record doesn't do them justice for how
I'll
good they
take
truly
O'Neill.
are. But yeah, I'm gonna go O'Neill too, keeping the wins alive. 5-0 right now, feeling pretty good. So it'll be a fun game if you can get out there. Definitely do
7 o'clock,
7
Friday
o'clock, Norfolk Memorial Field. Also,
by the water park.
it's on.
Norfolk Daily News, they're streaming it live.
Yeah.
So
Yep. That'll be a
tune in
fun
if you
one.
can't get there.
And I can promise you, O'Neill's not gonna let you down.
Is that it?
So, I think that's it for
Today.
the pick show, and then tomorrow we'll be back and probably are going to be pretty excited as it's going to be game day, and
Yep.
probably won't keep us in our chairs too long. So, have a great day.
Yep. See you later.
Definitely looks a little bit different today on
Oh, yeah.
training. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I got kidnapped by Lord Jason Hall back here.
That's weird.
What?
He came in and he kidnapped me and Alex because his co-host
Emily Morrow is gone
Emily
today.
Morrow's not here. So
she likes to ditch out on the
So-
show.
Mr. Jason
Now we're on
Hallback is
trending
in the
for today.
house with us, and he. What do you want to talk about today? Because we don't really know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We don't know how trending works.
Well, I think today let's get your thoughts and opinions on the national anthem with people kneeling during it.
What do you think?
I'm not totally against it 'cause I feel like they're for a good cause, right?
Yeah.
People are saying they're disrespecting the national anthem. I don't think so because they're actually trying to make this country better.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
Yeah, I think I see where they're coming from in kneeling for the national anthem, and I mean, obviously they've shed a lot of light on the issue, and you know, with Michael Rose-Ivy, I guess I didn't really realize it, but with him coming out in that press conference and saying some of the things that have been said to him after he did it, definitely just kind of
Changes your
further
viewpoint.
proves the point that maybe something does need to be done. I just wish the whole thing would have been handled in a little bit different, you know,
Yeah.
What other way would you?
like
how?
a press conference or something. I mean,
But
athletes.
then that doesn't get attention. This is getting attention to the
But-
cause,
But
not
if everybody does it in a press conference, it gets attention. So, I don't know. I think personally, I understand why they're kneeling for it. I just wish they always say athletes have a bigger pedestal.
They
So
do.
using that bigger pedestal, maybe they could have shed light on it in a better way. And if that doesn't work, then go and do something else about it. But I mean, you got to take baby
They're not
steps.
disrespecting the national anthem or the veterans. I don't believe they're doing that. That's not their goal to do that.
That's not their goal, but when you step back and look at it, for everything this country stands for, not standing for the flag. I mean, think about it. If you were a brother and your brother got
Yeah.
killed over in Iraq, how would you feel if people weren't standing? I mean, that's basically standing up for him.
It's just the same as someone not praying because they
It's-
don't believe in their religion. Like, it's
Nah,
not like
it's
you're
not, though.
disrespecting it.
It's not,
It's
because
just
in a-
you don't
You're,
believe
they're not.
that's
I don't believe they're disrespecting it. I don't believe that.
I don't know. I mean, I just think there's
I
better
don't.
ways to go
Like,
about
I
it.
think
There probably is better ways, but there's nobody's came up with that better way. So what's the better way?
That's for them to figure out. I'm not for it or against it. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying I feel like there's probably
All right,
better
before we
ways.
step on anybody's toes, we'll just call that a show. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good day.
See you later.